Welcome to the N5XHI workshop. If we wait any longer, this workshop will change its call sign. That's my wife's call, amateur radio call. We enjoy scrolling, turning, and other fun little electronic and other projects. Today we're going to discuss cutting aluminum on the Scrollsaw. First thing I did was made my YZ bearing plate. So I went ahead and went into Inkscape and actually drew it out and did it on wood first to test it, make sure that all the bearings would fit properly. Then I went to the metal store once I found out it worked and took a piece of 1/4-inch aluminum and actually put the template on the aluminum, 1/4-inch aluminum, with rubber cement. On top of the pattern, I used the packing tape. And the only reason I use the packing tape for the thick aluminum is because I need some kind of cutting fluid. And the cutting fluid through the paper would smear the ink. So that's why I use the clear tape on it. And you can see the slots I cut. This is 1/4-inch. This is with a Pegasus metal blade. This was a number 5. Had no problem at all. After that, if you're ever in Canada and Bearwood Supply, ask to see my Texas clock. I donated that as a gift to Bearwood Supply when they were in Houston, Texas for a show down there. And it was made out of aluminum diamond plate. Now what I did at that time is I took the aluminum diamond plate and actually took a piece of plywood, 1/4-inch, 1/8-inch, whatever your choice, and actually sandwiched it together like this. And then I actually put some strapping tape around it to hold it. And then I actually glued the pattern to the piece of wood with rubber cement. And depending on if it was coming up, which usually with rubber cement you don't have the problem with the pattern coming up, I would sometimes put the packing tape on top. Other times, what I do with some of my clocks, I'd take the aluminum diamond plate and actually take the pattern and mirror the pattern and put it on the back and cut it from the back side. It does work that way. It's just that you got to remember the edges are sharp. I do it that way. With regular aluminum, I have no problem. I just take the rubber cement, glue the pattern down here, and just cut it out with a number 4 or 5 blade, no problem. But that's how I do my clocks. Relatively easy. So if you have not tried aluminum yet, I encourage you to find a local metal supplier that has some aluminum just sitting around that you can buy for usually half the price and cut it out on the Scrollsaw. In my case, my Scrollsaw only has 1 speed, fast, and I still don't have no problem. So if you have some of the other Scrollsaws out there, like the Excalibur or the DeWalt or the Seiko, you should have no problem because you can up and down or vary the speed on that Scrollsaw. I will give you a tip. This is something I learned from one of my Scrollsaw friends. If you do have a Seiko, I recommend that you buy an extra magnetic mat to do the aluminum on and then buy one for the wood. The reason why you do not want to get that aluminum flakes into your wood scrolling also. It just causes all kinds of problems. Now what you've been waiting for. Here is my entry into the Rust Clarity Scrollsaw contest for 2018. Thank you for stopping by the N5XHI workshop. And the wife hadn't came home, so I have not had to change the call sign of this shop today. From Texas, bye.